if you're feeling really overwhelmed and don't know which way to turn or what to do, I am just going to give you 5 things that has helped me in the past when I've felt overwhelmed and I still use today. So, welcome to my channel. First of all, I want to say if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and my name is Heather, and this basically is a safe space where we share tips on just really reconnecting with our true selves. And if we've been through a lot of stuff, it's just good to have somewhere to go where you can actually just help each other. So it's a safe space here, and welcome to my channel. So there's 5 things that's helped me in the past, and when I was going through a really traumatic time, the first thing that I did was actually get those thoughts that were going around in my head down on paper, because I am actually a private person and I don't really speak to anyone about what I'm going through. And the best way for me, because I'm the kind of person that would always I'd always have a smile on my face. I would always be fine. I would always be the one, I still am always the one that people come to me for solutions to their problems. So when I was going through my problems, I automatically will try and solve my problems myself. So the first thing that I did was get myself a journal. It was just a notebook. And those things that I couldn't say to anyone else, I would put that into the notebook. My thoughts, my feelings, what I was going through at the time. So I have got my little box of things that I do if I want to get off social media, and if I just want to just take time and be present. So got a self-help journal here, and I didn't have a self-help journal. I'm talking about, this is 15 years ago. So I didn't have a self-help journal, self-care journal. This is actually a self-care journal. But I just got myself a notebook and I wrote down, and I just kept on writing and writing and writing. I had so much going on in my head. But now this is what I'm using at the moment. And generally I don't put much in there on a regular basis. Some days I will fill a page. This is actually a prompted journal, so you have prompts in there. So some days I will fill a whole page, other days I might just put the date and then read a quote. Let me give you one of the quotes in here. This is by Winston Churchill. Okay. The optimist sees opportunity in every danger. The pessimist sees danger in every opportunity. So I might just read. I don't go to this every day, but some days I will just read a quote, and that's it. In this particular journal, there are different prompts, and I'll give you one prompt, and it's just a simple prompt that is saying, what am I proud of today? And that's it. So if you haven't got yourself a journal or a notebook just for you, if you're feeling overwhelmed and if you've got lots of thoughts going through your head at the moment, I would definitely recommend you getting yourself just a notebook And also what I liked, have I got my pen in here? A pen that really, really, really feels good. Where did I get this pen from? Food and Agricultural Fair. But a pen that feels good, nice and soft, and that you really want to just write and flow, and just whatever thoughts are in your head, you just put them down on paper, and keep it in a safe place as well, that only you know about. So that is the first thing that I would say that would help you if you're feeling overwhelmed. Now, number 2, one of the main reasons why I was feeling overwhelmed, it was to do with money. It was because I was going through a separation, I was getting divorced, and I had 2 kids to look after as well as myself, and it was an acrimonious breakup. So the second thing, if that is worrying you, you need to solve that problem. And once that problem is in hand, it's going to take a weight off your shoulders. So if you're working full time at the moment and need extra money, maybe there's like remote work that you can do, or a little side hustle that you can do. What I did at the time, I was massage therapist. No, I wasn't a massage therapist. No, I was a sales rep at the time. And I don't know if this is going back some many years, over 10 years this is, but I was also a Virgin V representative as well. So that was the other thing. So doing Virgin V and selling makeup, that was my little side hustle that I did at the time to just get that extra money together. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was teaching kids that had been kicked out of school at the time. And yes, I also did a little side hustle of Virgin V as well. So I would say, if finances are worrying you at the moment and you're feeling overwhelmed because of that, one solution could be doing a side hustle. What I do at the moment, what's enabled me to relocate at the moment, is I teach online. So if you're a native English speaker, you could actually earn some extra money by teaching kids English online. So that's actually a very easy way that you can make some extra money, and you could start that like within the next 24 hours and building up your account straight away. So you have, there's different sites. There's Cambly, which is what I'm on, Cambly. There's Preply. There's lots of different sites that you can go on, and if you're a native English speaker, you can start earning money straight away. So that's number 2. So you would need to really, if finances is a problem and that's causing you anxiety, definitely look at doing some sort of side hustle. Nowadays, you can go on TikTok, sell on TikTok. Back in the day, for me, it was going on eBay as a selling things on eBay as a side hustle, Etsy as well. But there's different things that you can do to help with the finances. And there's lots of side hustles out there, but one thing I would say is just there's also lots of scammers out there. So that's number 2. Now number 3 is, what's number 3 that I have in my little box? Okay, now this one is reading. I found that throughout the years I always have loved reading, but I've not had the chance to just sit and read, because working full time, running a house full time, raising kids full time, I just didn't have time for me. But what I would say is to try and read, even if it's just one page of a book, of a self-help, a self-development book, rather than, I don't know, a romance novel or something like that. A self-help book like this one, Ikigai, is a good book to read. In this particular book, why I think this book is really good is because it really explains the Japanese philosophy on finding purpose in life and having a happy life, and even in the little things that you do, finding purpose and being happy. This also has exercises as well, so it really is a well-rounded book. Let me read something out of this book. So, longevity in Japan. Because of its robust civil registry, many of those verified as having lived the longest are found in the United States. However, there are many centenarians living in remote villages in other countries. A peaceful life in the countryside seems pretty common among people who have watched a century pass. So imagine that in Japan there's villages where they have the most centurions. So there's something that they're doing right in Japan, and it is their philosophy on life. Reiki, which is what I do. I love Reiki. I can't believe I've not even spoken about Reiki yet. But Reiki, which is energy healing, which if you find that you have lots of anxiety, Reiki is something that you should look into as well. But yeah, this book really helped me, and I have not read this, I will admit, I have not read this in a long time, but I'm going to go back and read this again. If you ever were into drawing, I haven't even started on this. This is empty, but I've got this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to start scrying. And scrying is basically getting quiet and just free drawing whatever comes in to your head at the time. So, and it's just basically connecting more with the universe. So I do energy healing, I do tarot cards, and it's the kind of thing that I'm interested in. So scrying is something that I got this. I'm sorry about that, there's someone outside there. I got this to start doing some scrying and developing that side. But what I wanted to say is, if you are into, maybe at school you used to be good at art. I never used to be good at art, but I am going to start developing that side, developing that creative side. I have more time now, so my kids are adults, and I want to do things that I enjoy. I used to do dance. I'm going to start getting back into yoga. I've stopped yoga for a long time, but there's a yoga instructor course that I'm going to go back on. Even though I'm 57 now, I am going to do that yoga course to be a yoga instructor. So it's doing the things that make you happy and have that purpose that's going to stop you from having all of those intrusive thoughts and feeling really overwhelmed. So if you were into art, you've not picked up a pencil, I've got some crayons here as well, actually. I have some crayons. I've got some crystals. I'll talk about those in a minute. I have some crayons here and felt tips. Some felt tips as well. And colouring book. And just do that. Focus on the present moment rather than racing on to the next thing and the next thing and what you've got to do, and just stop being still and just focus on that present moment. Now, one thing, this is number 4. I think this is number four. Okay. One thing, when I first got on my spiritual journey, the first thing I did, I had a reading, and I went to a lady, and she was the lady that actually attuned me. So that was like 15 years ago. She attuned me to Reiki, and we did a reading as well. And she had a bowl of crystals, and she asked me to choose one of the crystals, and I picked this one. So this one was my first ever crystal, this beautiful crystal, and this is rose quartz, and it's about love. And I chose this, and at the time when I chose this, and she was like, yeah, it's rose quartz and love, and it's a crystal of love, and it will make you feel love. And I was thinking, oh yeah, this makes sense why I've got a rose quartz, because I'm not getting the love that I want from outside of myself. But the reason why I actually chose this was because it's the self-love. I wasn't giving myself the love. I only years after realized I wasn't giving myself the love that I deserved. I was people pleasing like nobody's business, and I had to recognize that. And it's only through self-development work and working on myself a lot, and that I now recognize that that's why I chose this. And it was to fill my own vessel up, fill my own cup up first, rather than doing for everybody else. So this was my first crystal, and crystals have they're very powerful healing properties. But yeah, this is very special crystal to me, about love, rose quartz. And then I also have this, can you see this one? And I use this when I do my healings and energy readings. and this one's amethyst. This is so beautiful, very beautiful, and this helps with my connection to all that is, and connecting when I'm doing healings as well. This is a really calming crystal. So if you feel like you're very, very anxious all the time, maybe have a look at getting yourself a amethyst crystal, because it has a very calming energy. And I will do other videos in more detail on how to connect to crystals and you know, just feel their energy and how they can help you, basically. But an amethyst crystal is a really good crystal to calm you down, to calm the nervous system down. Okay, and then I also have my little pendulum. Okay, and you can ask questions to this. Again, I'll do other videos on this, but when I just want to sit and focus and just be in the moment, when I don't want to be scrolling online. My waist quartz has just gone down the back of the chair. I will have to get that after this video. I need to remember. But yeah, crystals are definitely a beautiful, beautiful thing to have. Okay, I have 2 more things. Okay, I'm just gonna get just get my crystal. Okay, and then I'm going to come back to you on the last 2 things. Okay, panic over, guys. I have found it. I've got it. Okay, panic over. I was panicking. I am not going to lie. I was panicking about that, but I have got my crystal, so we will get on to the last couple of things. Okay, first, if you feel overwhelmed, a good thing to do is to ground in nature. Go for walks in nature. If you're lucky enough to if it's warm enough, if you can, ground by putting your feet directly on the grass. So your bare feet directly on the grass for as long as you can. It's cold at the moment, so if you can do 5 minutes, fine. If you can do 15 minutes, brilliant. But putting your feet directly on grass, directly on the ground, is going to really calm your nervous system down and reset your nervous system. So that's a fantastic thing to do. Last 2 things that I like to do. I have a candle when I do my journaling. This one's a scented candle, so you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's roses in here, which is really nice to do on an evening. Just have a candle in bed next to you on your bedside table and do your journaling. It just brings your mood to a nice calm state, and you can think clearly. Your thoughts you'll be able to just really write down what you need to write down very easily. And then the last thing, what I do, I have affirmation cards. So when I'm working, every day, each morning, I would do this. You can do this weekly if you wanted to, but I like to do this every day. And we are going to pull a card. I'm going to pull a card for us today and just see what the energy's like, what you need to know today, what you need to see today. Okay, I hope you can see me. as well. But I'm just going to shuffle, take a nice long deep breath in and ask, what do we all need to see today? And then just randomly pull one card. There's two cards that have come out here. So these are the two affirmations that I'm going to leave you all with today. Let me put these back in. I just need to be gentle with those. Okay, so today I will take one step in the right direction. And then you've got a little holder here, which is good. And you can just have that on your desk all day and just look at it when you need to, and just repeat that affirmation out loud if you can. And then the next one, I let go of everything and everyone that doesn't serve me in a positive way. I love this one. Yes, and just pop that on there. Okay, and then that's it. So thank you guys for being with me right to the end in this video. Like, subscribe and share if you like. If you think this video would help someone that you know, please, share it with them. And I will see you all in the next video. So thank you for staying till the end, and see you next time. Take care.